Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Battle Brothers Season 3. As today, we're a little dinged up, but I'd say we're just about ready to go. We've got space in the cart, Drax on the bench, but we've got plenty of manpower beside. So yeah, I'd say it's just about Overberg for Oberberg. That, of course, is our primary focus today. We already took a bit of a chance with the patrol we wiped, but from here on out, we'll focus on Oberberg first before we worry about any other potential secondaries. Unless they throw a champion at us, in that case, I might make an exception, because I'm certainly not going to pass up a named item. Okay, so immediate change of plans then, but at least this gets some face time for the rookies, I suppose. We'll tag in Giannis, we'll tag in Seymore. I think that's good. As the Raiders made their final push towards Oberberg, no sooner had they set foot in the Spider Woods than they found themselves assailed. A massive but motley group of miscreants, all but crawling out of the woodwork to confront them. A few bearing signs, perhaps, of local militiamen or other such locals. One particularly towering and intimidatingly armed and armored figure, leading from the rear. The Raiders took their sudden appearance in stride. A pair of arrows quickly felling the first. A third tearing through another swordsman's neck. If their intent had been to intimidate the Raiders, they had woefully failed. Though bloodied or not, the Bull of Bogenheim gestured them forward nonetheless. The roar of his commands cutting through the clamor of the fledgling combat as he called for the RetconRaiders' heads. And there he is, sporting what looks to be some very nice, unique armor, too. I think champions automatically drop whatever unique item they're carrying. I'm not sure we want to take any chances with that armor, though. We might need to go out of our way to make sure we strip that gear. The Raiders advanced on the imposing figure with some due caution. Though, as Seymore impaled two in a row, the rest of the Raiders breathed a collective sigh of relief. Aside from perhaps the Bull himself, these were certainly no hardened mercenaries. Giannis lunged in next, his flail finding a swordsman's face. Berlin leapfrogs in, putting his spear through a brigand's throat. Zarmal weaves through the ranks, slitting a throat in passing, then holding to survey the field, his eyes alight upon the Bull. A pair of spears streak over Random's shoulders, impaling a pair of attackers. Both men fall. Rack sizes the Bull as well, then wades his way through the crowd, confronting the biggest and baddest of the bandits head on, though perhaps not with his axe. Cetrus moves up as well, though he stays well to the north. Far from that particular fray. Zarmal continues working his way forward. 2 quick stabs into the kidney of another bandit in passing. A spearman staggers, javelin jutting from his face. A sickening crunch on south. A knife-wielding ne'er-do-well falls to one knee. A flurry of arrows, another craven crossbowman falls. The javelineer beside him stumbling as well, arm impaled. A dastardly daggerman dies, as does an errant axeman. And Rook rallies the raiders. Time to take this bull by the horns. Rax attacks, dispensing of the armored warrior's shield. Giannis circles wide, following the gestured directions from Verlin, who then circles to the other side, shoving the bull into a more precarious position. Sigmar splits a spearman, reveling in the mobility provided by his new, somewhat revealing armor. The rest of the bull's men begin to scatter. A toss from Val, dropping one where he stands. Another toss, this time a swordsman disarmed. Zarmal weaves in, taking the first tentative jab at the bull himself. Rax grumbling neath his breath as he reluctantly stows his axe, and goes for his own rondel as well. Striking true, the blade slipping between armored plates, drawing blood as it pierces the flesh beneath. A few of the other felons rush in, trying to buy the bull some time. A futile effort, of course, but the raiders certainly welcome their return. With Rook showing his gratitude by promptly running one through. Bowman lances a shot through one of the remaining archers. Sigmar sprinting in to follow through. A bandit bludgeoner flees. The archer behind him felled in his wake. A flurry of stabs from Czar, this time striking true. A wave of hurled hatchets fly from Valen's hands, felling one foe and defacing another. A few more stabs and the Bull of Bogenheim joins his men, dying on the ground. But for 2, still sprinting for the hills. The raiders taking a few tentative steps after. But no, then they promptly break off the chase. They've already got the real prize. No point in wasting time with the rest. Hey, and look at that. Level ups aplenty. Plus, yes, perfectly preserved gear. Bloody Diethelm's Barrier. Oh, which is honestly pretty fantastic. Actually makes me feel kind of silly for burning 9,000 gold on that augmented hauberk when this is actually better. Though I certainly don't mind having both. We just need more recruits suited to actually use them. Not bad at all. Luke tag for repairs. Let's get a gander at those level ups. Legacy level for Val. This one's easy. Range and defense. Our throwers are essentially glass cannon, so it's important to bump those numbers. As for Cetrus, he's now following in Rax's footsteps, which means Frenzy, and then probably Recover. For stats, we'll take the melee. We'll take the... Yeah, we'll take the defense. We can always use more defense. I mean, he is pretty resistant to range attacks. I'm tempted to go for initiative instead. I think he is literally the slowest character in the party right now. Yeah, let's do that. He's still got one more level up worth of full rolls, too. And Random, who hit Soft Cap. And man, I do kind of wish I'd gone Berserker Frenzy with him as well. Underdog was important when we were using him as a frontliner, but it became a whole lot less important once we tossed him that sensor. But it's fine. We'll go ahead and grab Berserk. We'll just have to live without Frenzy. And then, aside from that, bump melee, bump RDef. And, I mean, we're not going to waste a full roll on +1 defense, so it's either Resolve or Initiative. We'll go with the +5. Though, from here on out, his legacy levels will only be melee and defense. And with that out of the way, we get back on task. No more distractions. Unless we chance upon another champion. But what are the odds of that? He said, openly challenging the RNG. Pass. Maybe on the way back. Oh, and let's switch back to our siege team. We're expecting friendlies on our flanks, so we can afford to go range heavy. And good to go. Let's get this done. The siege at Oberberg looks more like a recreation in a large plain than the efforts of a concentrated war effort. Both sides are in a state of miserable inadequacy, hurling insults back and forth over the walls, and in between quietly cursing the fact they had the poor luck to be stuck in this hellish situation. Sir Giselhair, though, comes to you with a cheery spark in his eyes. "Ah, mercenaries! Let me fill you in on what's going on. We have cut off the food supplies to Oberberg, and a few nights ago one of our agents managed to burn their granary to the ground. They are hungry, and soon they will be dying. Because we are so pressed for time, I'm organizing an all-out assault to bring this siege to a quick end. Just be ready when the time comes. Indeed. I think we can manage that. Right, so maintain siege, intercept reinforcements, which in theory we won't have to do since we've already preemptively done it. Yes. Unfortunately, Sir Giselher sees fit to take the fortifications of Oberberg head on. You and the Retcon Raiders are charged with taking a battering ram to the front gate. As you push the siege machine through the mud, you notice a man with a steaming cauldron waiting for you just over the gate. You glance around to see soldiers carrying ladders start rushing the walls. They quickly climb up and start battling. When you look back forward, the defender with the burning oil is gone. But there's a pair of legs sticking out of the cauldron. There is no issue bashing open the front gate and rushing in. You are quickly met by an assembly of defenders, while all around the surrounding walls, Sir Giselher's men keep on fighting. Stage 2. I think we've got one more after this. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's easier than the patrol we took out en route. I do hope they throw more knights at us, though. I really would like to strip more gear. The raiders strode boldly into Oberberg's courtyard, the masked defenders swiftly descending upon them. A scattering of dogs rushed forth, each felled in fairly short order. Sorry, doggo. Heavy crossbow there is probably our biggest threat in this particular bout. Though the picks and the polehammer do also warrant special attention. Since I believe we roll right into another fight after this one, so I'd rather not do that sans armor. The soldiers rushed forward. A dense pack of shieldmen, 2 lines thick. Polemen coming up behind. Their singular arbalist left out in the open. A shieldman stumbled, a pair of spikes appearing as if by magic from his chest. He twisted and fell. Tommy caught a poleman on the south, pinning one arm into his side. A careful shot from Bowman. A bloody crease drawn across the crossbowman's face. And Rax stepped up. The first obstacle in his path swiftly split into 2, shouldered to either side as he barely broke his stride. The bloodied arbalister stumbled forward, crossbow held awkwardly in one hand, the other trying to staunch his badly bleeding scalp. Ah! Dang it, there goes for his armor. I got greedy. Trip darts in, deftly prying off a poleman's patella. A blast from Mark, then the poleman folds. Zarmal works his way up a shieldman's side, catching him through the ankle and wrist. Tommy takes down the arbalist before he can get to cover. Val spikes a billman's side. And Rax wrecks shop. 2 more soldiers sent to that great keep beyond. Their shield wall all but crumbled. Bowman starts putting shots into the enemy squad's back line. Rook stabs the billman through the face. Random circles wide, hemming them in. Verlin fells the first, as the others start to scatter. And one by one, the first wave of defenders fall. One on Zarmal's dagger. Another to Arrow's bow. A third to Rax's axe. And the last thrown down by Tommy. Nicely done, Raiders. No serious injuries, though we did lose Verlin's armor, which might be a bit of an issue moving forward. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Too late to back out now. Oberberg's gate has been taken, but there's more to do. The momentum needs to be maintained. You quickly order your men to push into the courtyard. Oh, yeah, okay. Slightly more arbalisters this time out, but otherwise nothing to really worry about. Though that does make me wonder if there might perhaps be a round 3. A second line of defenders met the Raiders in what seemed to be a decorative courtyard garden? Probably best not to question it. They're dead men regardless. Though this time, at least, it did seem like they might actually have the Raiders outgunned. Nope. Perhaps mistaking the Raiders' lack of forward motion as reticence to engage. The soldiers rushed forward. The first promptly met by a crushing strike from Cetrus, stumbling into the bushes with half his ribcage stove in. But already committed, the rest of the shieldmen rushed in as well. The polemen being slightly more cautious as they moved up behind. Val spiked the wounded Pikmin to the ground. Then put a second through a swordsman's face. Zarmal moved in, dagger buried deep betwixt a pikeman's ribs. Trip angled south, savaging a shieldman's arm at shoulder and elbow. Seeing 2 crossbowmen so far. Only one heavy. A shot from Mark. The shieldman on south staggered. And Rex waded in, though he was stymied by the unexpectedly dense brush. Diego moved to hold the north. Even as the Arbalisters waded in as well. 2 heavy crossbows now in sight. Thankfully more focused on moving than on taking pot shots. Verlin cleared another shield. Zarmal finished gutting a pikeman, then started on a second as well. Valen spiked to Pullman so hard it punched out the other side, impaling the man behind. With arrow quickly following through, killing the second pikeman, and crippling a crossbowman for good measure. Rack shattered another shieldman. Shoot. Yeah, got a bit greedy there too. That's fine. 1 round of gas isn't too bad. Random held back for a moment, following Ver's lead. Verlin juked out to one side, locking down the southern flank. And Random stepped up, watching one soldier as he fled, before clobbering the next. The shieldman reeled, fingers fractured. An ample opening for Tommy to take advantage of. 2 more tosses. 2 more foes felled. A pair of hatchets hurled into the bannerman. He stumbled, blind with blood and pain. But not for long, as Zarmal cut his suffering short. Rex swatted the last pikeman aside, circling the garden like a beast on the prowl. Rook unhanded, the second to last crossbowman. Trip lunged in, piercing the man's arm as well, leaving him unable to recock his bow. Gotta get that melee score up set. The last backliner had seen enough. He turned and fled at a full bloody sprint. Though, given his Crimson Trail, he wouldn't get far. Random smashed another shieldman in the face, nearly taking his head off his shoulders. And yet he still fought on. If just out of sheer desperation to survive. Zarmal lit off after another fleeing foe. As Rook felled the crossbowmen left behind. We'll need a dog for this one. Verlin moved up. The fleeing soldier could run, but he could not hide. Trip killed the second to last shieldman. The final Arbalist are making good his escape. Though the other fleeing soldier was far less lucky, promptly torn limb from limb by Verlin's suspiciously jacked up dog. You're not doing any animal testing over there, are you, bud? Got my eye on you. I mean, I guess that's at least better than your old vivisection kick. Diego set off after the fleeing Arbalister. And then, a quick wind sprint. The Arbalister stopped short. Val felled the final shieldman. The rest of the raiders rallying to the north. And the last foe fell neath a veritable dog pile. Life claimed by Sergeant Rook himself. Sadly, not much in the way of loot, but, you know, we'll take it. Or at least everything we can fit. Good for another couple thou, at least. And then another 4 upon completing the contract. So we should be in pretty good shape. At least as far as payroll goes. Unless we have another wave. Nope, we're good. Citizens from Oberberg are made to march through its fortifications to see its dead defenders and its utterly defeated defenses. Sir Giselhair is standing astride them, thumbs jacked into his beltline with a smug smile on his face. When a soldier unfurls House Harkon's banner, he points to it. See that? That is who you bow down to now. Understand? You know what? That's not nearly as horrifying as I thought it might be. I mean, sure, rough for the local defenders, but just another day in the life for the local peasantry, I suppose. Oof, man, we are completely tapped on tools. Which is rough, because we're not exactly in a great place to resupply, but let's have a peek at prices. Oh, okay. I mean, there's not much to go around, but that's actually much more reasonably priced than I expected. Not sure about selling, though. Might just dump the cheaper stuff. Save the rest for Landstat. We do want to clear at least a little room, though. We saw a few barbarians on the way in, so I'm sure we'll pick them off on the way back out. At least the ones foolish enough to have stuck around. Ah, no. I was hoping we'd luck out and just happen to stumble across a hedge knight. But that's fine. Still a great day, especially with that armor we grabbed. The keep itself, no big deal. Pretty routine couple of fights. No serious damage on our side. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping. And we will pick up here next time as we usher this crisis to an end. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Erie V23, Revenant, Alois, Bowman, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Lady Shayna, Giemza, OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.